Hi, I'm Rev Myron. I'm a minister through Pathways of Light, and I've been a Course in Miracles student for 44 years. I'm going through the lessons again this year, asking Jesus to clarify for me, and then I write from that clarity. And that's what I'm sharing with you today. So we're looking at lesson 84. Love created me like itself. Love holds no grievances. God is love, and love created me like itself. Thus, I too must be love. I must be divine in nature, perfect love, an extension of God. We are also told that love holds no grievances. So if I hold no grievance, if I hold a grievance, I'm attacking myself, my true self, and will not remember who I am. This doesn't mean that I never have a grievance. It just means I will not hold that grievance. As we learned yesterday, we have one function. Our function is to forgive. And so I have the solution to this quandary if I find myself in it. If I seem to be holding a grievance of any kind, I forgive it and let it go every time. That is my function, and it is enough. Grievances seem to come in many forms, and some bigger or stronger or perhaps more deeply rooted. But while that may seem true, it cannot be true. The grievance is either real or unreal. And here's a tip: none of them are real because they come from a belief in separation, and separation is not true. It doesn't matter if I'm holding a grievance against the weather, a politician, or my neighbor. Love holds no grievances. I cannot hate anyone for any reason and still be free myself. I cannot resent anyone or fear anyone or know myself. I cannot judge anyone or any situation and know that love created me like itself. I took my car to the dealer to have the oil changed. One of the reasons I bought it there, is that they give free oil changes for as long as you own it. Of course, they hope to sell you on something while you're there. I knew that going in, so I wasn't surprised when the service advisor showed me the vehicle inspection report. However, what did surprise me was how many things they said I needed to take care of. The estimated total was $2,438.78. But I didn't even blink. I told him I would have my son-in-law look at this for me and see what he could do. He understood and showed me how to reject everything. When I showed it to my son-in-law, he told me that as long as my car is running well, not to worry about all of that. Some of it, he said, he had never done for a car in his life, and he was quite the mechanic himself. This was good news since I don't have that much money. But what I appreciated was I never felt upset. I never gave up my peace, and I have no grievance against the dealership. I'm here to tell you these lessons work, not because they change the world, but because they change how I see it. I woke up at some point last night, and when I didn't go right back to sleep, I worried I wouldn't be able to. Then, even in that hazy state of not asleep and not quite awake, I remembered that this is not my real problem. My only problem is that I believe in separation, and that has already been solved. I felt surprised that I had that full, coherent thought at that moment. Then I went back to sleep. These lessons, when practiced consistently, work. They take root in the mind instead of the grievances. I start to know myself when I stop reinforcing the idea of a separate self. I will use this lesson throughout the day. If someone upsets me, or if I find myself judging anyone, I will forgive as I ask the Holy Spirit to correct my perceptions. If I feel guilty when I notice my errors, I will not hold a grievance against myself. I will forgive myself just as I would anyone. This is what I did yesterday when I gave in to grievances and lost my peace. I woke up the next day with an instant reset because I forgave myself. I remembered that I was innocent before the upset. I was innocent while I was upset. I remained innocent after the upset. I am love. Nothing can change that fact. Here's a way to use this lesson when something arises that triggers you. Say to yourself, love created me like itself, and love holds no grievances. Then choose to see it as love would. That's what I'm going to do. And as I do this again and again, I remember that I am not learning to become love. I'm remembering that I have never been anything else. Thank you so much for joining me in this reading. I hope that you found it helpful. If you did, then please like it. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe. And I'll be back soon with another reading. See you then.